Alright, this little short video is how do you get commercial work before it's even occupied, meaning under construction. Now, it's a debate. Some people would argue to say that if you talk to the general contractor or builder in charge, you could probably get that info from them, but mostly all the time they're going to say, well, you have to go through corporate, and they're not here, and they may or may not have a number, but most of the time they ain't got a clue. So it's pretty much useless unless, of course, you're going to try and go, do work with a builder and give them your card and tell them you do construction cleanup. I've actually gotten in with a builder that way, but I'm not focusing on construction cleanup because not every construction cleanup job is going to be fun. And trust me, most of the time it is not fun. You got stuff that people slop up, cement, caulking, you name it. And it's very, very easy to get blamed because we are the ones tinkering around with the windows. Nothing we use, well, maybe some of us might scratch the glass, but most of the time it's in the building process. Sometimes the glass is not kosher, and we get blamed for it all the time. But besides all that, here's a mini tip. Now, you see that? What does that say? I know y'all can see it because I'm looking at my camera and I can see it. It says coming soon. Now this is assisted living. This is all 2 stories, and they're gonna build all the way down in there. It's a big property, alright? Now I'm gonna go for that. Now, what I'm about to tell you, you could take a different approach, but this will give the newcomers some ideas if you want to try and get your feet wet into some commercial, because that's steady work. Residential isn't, unless of course you have a big client base. Now, there's a number on there. Now, if you call that number, that's for a number, I guess it's the main office, because that's the same number you call if you want to lease or whatever, the property or get in there or whatever it is. Alright? So, they're the ones that could point you in the right direction. And this is the best time to get in on a job like this. Why? Because it's under construction, which means that it's uncharted territories. And I've never heard of all American assisted living, but maybe I'm sure they have more than one property. But if you can get in before anyone else does, which now is a good time to start making your phone calls, that's what you do. Unless, of course, they're already dealing with someone from another location. But it never hurts to try. Closed mouth don't get fed. Maybe that person doesn't want to travel on this side of the town. You never know. Wherever their base is or wherever they're affiliated with it, it's probably nowhere near here. Maybe there's a local guy doing it. Who knows? But and trust me, it's not like you're taking food away from the person that they're already doing business with. But if this place is not even established yet, so if you put in your bid and offer a lower cost, of course they'd be a fool not to take it. Now they may or may not because they don't know who you are. So, hey, you let it be known. You provide references. You tell them your work is guaranteed. The work is guaranteed or you don't get paid, which meaning that the problem is going to resolve until you're satisfied, and then you can get paid. But there you have it. Stuff like this, there's usually a sign out, a number to call, and if there isn't, you go to the builder and you find out what business are they putting up and when is it going to open. Because if they don't have a number, then what you want to do is you want to come back after they're almost finished. And if they don't have a due date when this thing will be finished, or when the head honchos come in there on the grand opening or whatever the case is, if you don't have that date, you want to kind of just drive by and just keep an eye out on it, okay? Because you don't want somebody to slip in and just take the job away from you. Because somebody's going to get that account. Someone is. And I'm betting that someone has to be me. Because I'm going to get first crack at it. Unless, of course, Fish. Yeah, well, Fish might have got these slimy hands on it, but oh well. Alright, M.A.W. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, I mentioned this before in another video some of you may have seen, but using your Gunslinger, when you're using your Gunslinger, well, it might be a slingshot if you tip that reservoir the wrong way. Water just might slingshot right out of that all over the floor. That's if you're tipping it on the inside of an establishment. But for those who are worried about that, I resolved this issue. And there will be not a one drop on the floor, I assure you. Unlike on the outside where it doesn't even matter. But I need water. I went around this whole building with the water that was on this pad. Alright, with the water that's on this pad. Now, okay. Now, you see what I'm going to do? Because I'm holding the phone, I'm doing it. But see, I filled my bucket. I filled my Gunslinger up with some water, but this sponge retains some of that water in that reservoir from sloshing around. Because this is an open pocket, and when you're walking, it might be bouncing or what have you, and water will pop out sometimes. Some of us might forget, but if you have this, you can have as much water in there as possible. Well, maybe not. Well, obviously, you don't have enough in there to the point where it's going to be overflowing. But you just take it, and you see, this actually holds soap. So if you squirt your solution in there, it's going to be a lot more frothy. So you just got to keep that in mind for those who don't like all those bubbles. But I also wanted to tell y'all an update on this sea sponge. I actually forgot. I don't think back then I was using it like that. But if you see fingerprints that don't come out with your mop, if you take this sea sponge, wring it out to the point where it's dry, this is rough enough and tough enough to handle the most difficult fingerprints on that glass and take it off like warm butter. That and my powerful solution, man, you talking about a powerful concoction. Nobody can stop you. Not even those nasty windows. But there you have it. Dip your high fire in there some more, right? Okay? Paying attention? Get some more water. You see that? You could do this inside. You could tilt your high flyer like this, right? And with your other hand, wring it out so that the gravity is pulling it down and it's not going to drip on the floor. This is how you would squeeze it on the inside. All right? Also, this is one of the best things to use for French paintings. Only problem is you can't fit this on a pole to get French paintings up high. Unless, of course, you're on the ladder. Then it doesn't matter. But this is very good for French paintings, and you can wet a whole slew of windows with this. M.A.W. Peace, peace, peace.